Hello everyone, welcome to Pratham Test Prep, and here we discuss in the current affairs, that is direct MCQ from the Hindu and Indian Express for the entire month of February, that we will do the revision with the help of MCQ. So I request each and everyone to share this video for your friends and family group so that they can get advantage. And here we discuss about the entire month, what we have discussed about daily newspaper analysis questions, like what we have discussed in the entire month of February, and this month that was somehow it delayed because of the holy festival. So in newspaper analysis we discuss about all the important aspect of news, and this session is only happened once in a month, so where we discuss about the entire month revision through the with the help of MCQ, so that you can revise your content as well, right? And as we know that to balance competitive एंड बोर्ड एग्जाम, एज वी नो कि बहुत सारे बच्चों की बोर्ड एग्जाम भी होंगे, CUT का भी प्रिपरेशन करनी होगी, किसी ने क्लैट देनी होगी, तो आपको दोनों को बैलेंस करने के लिए यहाँ पे मैंने आपको बता दी कि आपको मैनेज करनी होगी. सो ट्राई टू मैनेज योर टाइम इन एन ऑर्गेनाइज्ड वे. Though the syllabus of both exams are same, they are different skills. Practice through test, plan, active logically and execution करने की कोशिश करो. उसका आपकी एक ऑब्जेक्टिव फिक्स रखो, हमें कैसे कैसे प्रिपरेशन करनी है. And you have to develop that elimination method, which is very important. So just try to eliminate as many options as you can using your pre-existing knowledge base. So if you eliminate one, you have 33% chance of getting it right, correct? If you eliminate two options, you have 50% chance of getting it correct. If you eliminate three, you have 100% chance of getting correct. And just try to eliminate one option at least, then attempt it any cost. So sometimes you don't know the exact answer, but we can say that elimination method, which is called process of elimination, will help you out that which option would be appropriate, right? And practice makes a man perfect. At the end, that how much knowledge you have gathered, that is not more important. It's important that the based on practice question, because practice questions that is gives you the immense idea, like whether I am standing here, right? So practice makes a man perfect is a very famous proverb that tells the importance of practicing regularly in the particular field, right? So practice improve the skills of a person. So if you're not participating in your field, you cannot master in it. And we can say that we can learn anything we want in the world, that in the regular practice. And the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is the practice. That is a quote of Vladimir. And here we raise the very first question is start now. Try to take your time around 10 to 20 seconds, then try to do solve it yourself. And here it is. With reference to Indian economy, which of the following best describe exit policy? Disinvestment policy of public sector enterprises, policy of preparation of income by multinational companies, right or ability of an industrial unit or a firm to withdraw from or close down, export policy that guides direction of export from India. Many times you have seen in your exam, so in newspaper, that is exit policy. So what is it exit policy is? So the right answer is option C. Exit policy means the policy regarding the retrenchment of the surplus labor force resulting from restructuring of industrial units and workers displaced by the closure of sick units. Exit may become necessary due to the strategic reason, financial constraints and environmental changes. That is called exit policy. Which of the following statements best describe the term unemployment? A situation in which government is largely failed to create good jobs in the market. A situation in which individuals are working but not able to generate any income. A situation in which individuals are willing to work at the prevailing rate of wages but could not get the job. None of the statement A, B, C are correct. Take your time and then try to solve it. So we can see it here. The right answer is option C. Unemployment refers to the situation where an individual is able to and willing to work to an existing wage rate but does not find it any work. So that is called, we can say C is the right option. Now moving to the next question is, the Hornbill Festival is celebrated in which state of India? Karnataka, Sikkim, Odisha and Nagaland. Take your time and try to solve the question. And this festival is celebrated in the state of Nagaland. So the Hornbill Festival is celebrated to encourage intertribal interaction and to promote the cultural heritage of Nagaland, and the government of Nagaland organizes the Hornbill Festival every year in the first week of December. So here we can see the news, the Vice President inaugurated 23rd edition of Hornbill Festival. So India is a land of culture and Indians are proud to be their tribal culture. So here we can see the Hornbill Festival that is celebrated in the first week of December. Next one. Which of the following best describe bank rate? It is the rate at which bank penalize the customers if they do not pay interest regularly. It is the rate at which bank lend to their customers based on their credit score. It is the rate at which central banks lends money to the commercial bank. None of the statement A, B, C are correct one. Take your time and try to solve this question. So one part is hiding, that is money to the commercial banks. Option C, money to the commercial banks. So the right option, option C, bank rate is the rate charged by the central bank for lending funds to the commercial banks. Bank rates influence lending rates of commercial banks. Higher bank rate will translate to higher lending rates by the banks. Next one, fifth question is, biodiversity heritage site in India are protected under Forest Conservation Act 1980, Environment Protection Act 1986, Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and none of the above. So that is biodiversity heritage site is option D. The concept of biodiversity heritage site BHS, conceived under section 37 of India Biological Diversity Act 2002, was one of the most imaginative steps taken to the protective these vanishing biodiversity rich region. Next one. DZ Yatra is an initiative of the Niti Aayog, Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Civil Aviation. So the right answer is option D. DZ Yatra is a project conceived to and achieved contactless seamless processing of passenger at airports based on the facial recognition technology FRT launched by Ministry of Civil Aviation. DZ Yatra Foundation, a not-for-profit company, is the nodal body for DZ Yatra. It is joint venture with AAI 26% share of 5 airports: BIL, Dial, Khyal, Mial and Sial. So DZ Yatra Foundation will be a pan-India entity and the custodian of the passenger ID validation process. Eighth one. State of World Mangroves 2022 report is released by whom? So, the United Nations Environmental Programme, GCCA, Global Climate Change Alliance, World Sustainable Development Forum, and none of the above. So obviously the answer would be here, option, which one? D is the right answer. The State of World Mangroves 2022 report by the Global Mangrove Alliance puts the total mangrove cover of world at 1,47,000 square kilometer. Moving to the next one, consider the following statements. The Bharat Ratna and Padma Vibhushan are India's highest civilian honors, both instituted after India's independence. Padma Awards have been conferred every year to deserving civilians without any interruption since its inceptions. Unlike Bharat Ratna, Padma Awards are conferred only to Indian citizens and not to foreigners. Which of the above statement is the correct one? So option B was correct. Two awards, the Bharat Ratna and Padma Vibhushan, were the first instituted in 1954 as India's highest civilian honors, while the Bharat Ratna is treated as an exceptional award with only 45 Bharat Ratnas being handed over till date. So the Padma Awards are annually conferred to deserving civilians. So except for interruption in 1978, 1979 and 1993, 1997, every year the names of the recipients are announced on Republic Day Eve. Typically not more than 120 awards are given in a year, but this does not include posthumous award or award given to NRIs and foreigners. So the first ever Padma Vibhushan Award in 1954 were scientist Satyendra Nath Bose, an artist Nandalal Bose, educationist and politician Zakir Hussain, social worker and politician Bala Saheb Gangadhar Kher, and diplomat and academician V. Krishna Menon. And the first ever non-Indian got Padma Bhushan Award, that was Bhutanese King Jigme Dorji Wangchuk, who also received the award in 1954. Which airline introduced a new software for real-time reporting on flight incidents? Indigo, Air India, SpiceJet, Vistara. So answer Air India. The Tata Group owned Air India said it will use as a UK headquarters Indian Enterprises Cloud software applications. Cruisan and the safety data software application will help enhance the safety management system and facilitate real-time reporting on flight incidents. Which union ministry is said to launch the virtual facility for the adjudication of company law violation? Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the right answer. Ministry of Corporate Affairs will roll out the facility for adjudication of company law violation entirely in the virtual mode before the end of this financial year. The process of revamping the corporate filing system will also be completed by end of March. And the ministry is also setting up a new national center, the Center for Processing Accelerated Corporate Exit, to act as a single window facility for companies that wish to voluntarily exit from businesses. 15. Which company has launched the first Made in India helmet to meet Europe ECE 22.06 standard? Vega, Steelbird, Studs, and Royal Enfields. So the right answer is here. Steelbird has launched a new helmet named Ignite IGN7 to meet EC 22.6 European certification for the very first time, and it is also the first helmet in India to receive triple homologation as it conforms to DOT FMVSS NOI 2018 for US market and India's BIS safety standards. 17. Which countries signed an agreement with the European Union to collaborate on responsible advancement in artificial intelligence? United States, United Kingdom, Australia, and Germany. So the right answer is option C, United States. The United States and the European Union have signed an agreement to collaborate on responsible advancement in artificial intelligence. The agreement aims to speed up and enhance the use of AI to improve agriculture, healthcare, emergency response, climate forecasting, and the electric grid. As per the annual death penalty report 2022, which state accounted for the highest death rate row inmate population? Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Assam, Nagaland. So the right answer is option Uttar Pradesh. So India courts in 2022 awarded the 165 death sentences, the highest in over 2 decades. And according to the annual death penalty report, it was published in Project 39A, an advocacy group with the National Law University, and Uttar Pradesh accounted for the highest death row inmate population, followed by Gujarat and Jharkhand. 21st, which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution gives every person to the right to freedom of conscience and the right to freely profess, practice, and propagate religion subject to public order, morality, and health? Article 19, 21, 25, 26. C is the right option. The Supreme Court said it would examine real intentions behind religious conversions through allurement by offering food, medicine, treatment, etc. And Article 25, freedom of conscience and free professions, practice and propagation of religion. Ministry of Home Affairs has said the right to freedom of religion does not include a fundamental right to convert people to a particular religion. 23rd. Indian Institute of Democratic Leadership hosted India's first model G20 summits in which state? Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Sikkim. So Maharashtra is the right option. India G20 Sherpa, Mr. Amitabh Kant, which was earlier, he was a CEO of Niti Aayog, inaugurated India's first model G20 summits organized by Ram Bhav Mangai Prabandhani Indian Institute of Democratic Leadership. और ये जो 2 दिन की सब मॉडल थी G20 समिट्स की, that starting has been organized near Mumbai to take the idea of G20 to the youth. Ram Bhav Maghai Prabodhani, the parent organization of IIDL, is also the secretariat of G20 Civil Society Engagement Group, Civil 20. 24th, which are the first district to register 10,000 new MSME medium sector micro enterprises? Coimbatore, Ernakulam, Lucknow and Surat. So the right answer would be here, Ernakulam. So Ernakulam in Kerala has been named as the first district to achieve registration of 10,000 new MSME. This will help boost the contribution of MSME by generating new jobs and diversifying India's GDP. The availability of highly skilled human resources and good industrial infrastructure are among the key reasons for its excellent communication and networking system. 25th, OpenAI Chat GPT is what? AI messenger, robot, chatbot and malware. So it's a chatbot. So OpenAI ChatGPT is a conversational chatbot which can talk back almost another human being would. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, a kind of computer language model that relies on deep learning techniques to produce human-like text-based inputs. And once a user signs up for the ChatGPT, they can use the chatbot to have a conversation, and it is expected to give reasonably intelligent answers in the form of an essay. It is also we can say a neural network, as a large network of computers can fine-tune its output to words based on feedback. The chatbot can remember what is the user said earlier in the conversation, and it also allows users to follow up the corrections. 26th, which cities host the first G20 International Financial Architecture Working Group meeting? Mysore, Chennai, Chandigarh and Guwahati. So the answer would be Chandigarh. The first G20 International Financial Architecture Working Group meeting under the G20 Indian presidency was hosted in Chandigarh. An international financial architecture working group focuses on strengthening the international financial architecture. It also aims to address multiple challenges faced by vulnerable countries. Which country won the Men's Hockey World Cup 2023 in Bhubaneswar? France, Australia, Belgium, Germany. Recently it was held in Bhubaneswar in Birsa Munda Stadium. So the answer will be here, Germany. Germany beat Belgium in 5-4 in penalty shootout to win the FIH Men's Hockey World Cup Bhubaneswar, which is the capital of Odisha. And Germany became the fourth team to have won 3 or more Hockey World Cup titles. Pakistan has won the titles 4 times and the most successful team at the Hockey World Cup. Earlier, the Netherlands beat Australia 3-1 to claim the bronze medal. Moving to the next one. Which is the first Asian country to receive financial under Resilience and Sustainability Facility RSF to the IMF, which is called International Monetary Fund? India, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Nepal. The first Asian country to receive RSF, which is called Financing under Resilience and Sustainability Facility of the IMF. Until unless you will not attempt to write answer, that would be very difficult in your real exam, because that time you will be bound to follow the instruction and as well as to give the answer. सो जितने भी क्वेश्चंस होते हैं ट्राई करो उसको आंसर्स करने की, डजेंट मैटर वो गलत हो या सही हो. The main purpose to organize this class so that students can revise all the entire month current affairs with the help of multiple choice question. So the Bangladesh is the right answer. IMF Executive Board approved total of USD 4.7 billion loans for Bangladesh. It includes USD 3.3 billion under the Extended Credit Facility ESF and Extended Fund Facility and USD 1.4 billion under the Resilience and Sustainability Facility RSF. And Bangladesh is the first country in Asia to receive financing under RSF. Next one. What is the sanction judicial strength of Supreme Court of India? Means that कितने judges होते हैं Supreme Court of India में? Many times we have discussed in newspaper analysis 25, 28, 30, 34. So including Chief Justice of India, there are 34 judges in Supreme Court. So the 5-member Supreme Court Collegium is solely responsible for appointment and transfer of judges, led by the Chief Justice of India. D.Y. Chandrachud recommended the government to High Court Chief Justice for appointment and apex court judges. Supreme Court has 7 vacancies now, while it has a sanctioned judicial strength of 34. And the central government is expected to clear the name of 3 High Court Chief Justice and 2 High Court judges. With this, the working strength of Supreme Court will go to the 32, currently is 27. Next one. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy said the state capital would be shifted to which city? Kurnool, Visakhapatnam, Vijayawada, Guntur. So earlier it was, we can say, Andhra capital was Hyderabad and the state was bifurcated. So one state that was Telangana, so Telangana capital kya thi hamari? That was Amravati. So now Andhra capital is Amravati and Telangana capital is Hyderabad. And recently Andhra Pradesh के chief minister थे जगमोहन रेड्डी said that कि Andhra capital वो change करने वाले हैं, वो किस city में होंगी? That you need to give the answer. So here would be the Visakhapatnam. So Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy said the state capital would be shifted to Vizag, Visakhapatnam. He was addressing the preparatory meeting for Global Investor Summits to be held in Visakhapatnam. The state government had proposed 3 capitals: Visakhapatnam, that is called executive capital, Amravati, that is called legislative capital, and Kurnool, that is called judicial capital. And Amravati is the present capital of Andhra Pradesh. Vyam Rakshamam. Rakshama, which means that we protect, is the motto of which armed force? Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, and Indian Coast Guard. So the right answer will be Indian Coast Guard. So Indian Coast Guard celebrated the 47th anniversary of Distinguished Service of the Nation. Its motto is Vyam Rakshamam, meaning the we protect. The Indian Coast Guard over these 4.5 decades has been patrolling the country's maritime border. It stands tall as the 4th largest coast guard in the world. Which neighboring country of India marked its 75th independence anniversary on 4th February 2023? Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal. So the answer should be Sri Lanka marked its 75th independence anniversary on 4th Feb 2023. Several activists, Buddhist and Christian clergy announced a boycott of the celebration in the capital. A group of activists began a silent protest in the capital, condemning government independence celebration and failure to ease the economic burden. University students also attempt to protest march. So Sri Lanka is the right answer. What is the disinvestment target in the finance ministry for the year 2023-2024? 98,000 crore, 82,000 crore, 65,000 crore, 51,000 crore. Answer is 51,000 crore for the next fiscal year 2023-2024. The union budget has pegged disinvestment revenue of 51,000 crore. The government has also scaled down the disinvestment target for the current fiscal to Rs 50,000 crore from 65,000 crore budgeted last year. The GLAS, which is called Global Analysis and Assessment of Sanitation and Drinking Water Report, is released by WHO, WEF, WB, and which means World Health Organization, World Economic Forum, World Bank, and United Nations Development Program. Who released the GLAS report? It's a Global Analysis and Assessment of Sanitation. So the GLAS report released by WHO and UN Water provides the most up-to-date information on wash system in more than 120 countries, making it the biggest data collection ever. Next, 38. India agreed to establish a defense and energy bloc with which other countries recently? USA, Israel, France, UAE, Germany, UAE, Sri Lanka, and UAE. Riddhi Mahajan, option C, Germany and UAE. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so right answer will be France and UAE. So the foreign minister of France, India and the UAE have agreed to establish a formal trilateral cooperation initiative, and the defense and energy bloc aims to promote international stability and prosperity and expand their defense ties with a focus on the Rafale fighter jets. 39. National pension schemes, that is called NPS, is administered by the LIC, which is called Life Insurance Corporation, Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority, Reserve Bank of India and नीति आयोग. इंडिया में कौन रेगुलेट करता है पेंशन फंड को, पेंशन स्कीम को? लाइक स्टॉक एक्सचेंज के लिए हमारे पास सेबी है, सेबी विच इज कॉल्ड सिक्योरिटी एंड एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया. सिमिलरली एनपीएस को एडमिनिस्टर्ड की अथॉरिटी कौन सी है? So that is called PFRDA. PFRDA. So NPS is a voluntary and long-term retirement investment plan administered by the PFRDA, which is called Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority, Ministry of Finance, Government of India. It was launched in January 2004 for government employees, and it was decided to discontinue defined benefit pension for all employees who joined after 1st April 2004. सी MCQ क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करने से एक बेस्ट आइडिया होता है कि आप ये समझ पाते हो कि हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चन यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व इट. डोंट बी ट्राई टू बी डीमोटिवेटेड योर सेल्फ कि यार ये क्वेश्चन मेरे से गलत हो रहे हैं एंड ऑल. एटलीस्ट यू ट्राई टू डू दिस. सो एक बार क्या होगा कि जब आप बहुत बारी आप क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करोगे, विल सी द इम्प्रूवमेंट इन योर सेल्फ कि यार ये 3-4 क्वेश्चन 5 क्वेश्चन गलत हुए लेकिन आप धीरे धीरे सही हो रहे हैं. ठीक है. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ टेम्परामेंट यू नीड टू डेवलप इन योर सेल्फ. दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Okay. So as per the Union Budget 2023, what is the per capita income in India as of date? 4.15 lakh per annum, 3.75 lakh per annum, 2.55 lakh per annum, 1.97 lakh per annum. So 1.97 lakh per annum. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said in her budget speech that the per capita income in India has more than doubled to rupees 1.97 lakh over the past 9 years, and the EPFO membership has more than doubled to 27 crore. And she also announced that the government made cash transfer of 2.2 lakh crore under the PM Kisan scheme. Which state UT child rights body launched its WhatsApp chatbot for more effective interaction? Odisha, Telangana, New Delhi, Goa. So option C is the right answer, New Delhi. So New Delhi Commission for Protection of Child Rights, DPCR. Yeah, Riddhi is very absolutely correct answer you have given. Launch the WhatsApp chatbot for more effective interaction. The chatbot will be used for the complaint registration, searching information and tracking complaint status. It will be used by the Commission for the nudge based awareness communication to children, women, Anganwadi workers. Next one. Which institution released the prospects for children in the Polycrisis report? Niti Aayog, World Bank, UNICEF and World Economic Forum. UNICEF, C. So yes, C is the right answer. Well done, Riddhi. So UNICEF recently released the prospect for children in the polycrisis, a 2023 global outlook report. It explains polycrisis as a multiple simultaneous crisis that are strongly interdependent. As per the report, some effect of the crisis include higher food and energy prices leading to global hunger and malnourishment, limited access to healthcare, show recovery from learning losses, etc. Next one, 44. Very good question. A lawyer and statesman. He was Indian. He is known as the Iron Man of India for his fearless attitude to the recognizing India's political landscape. He is additionally referred to the patron saint of India public service for founding the modern all India services. He was who? The option D, Sardar Vallabhbhai Javed Patel is the right answer. Sardar Vallabhbhai Javed Patel was an Indian attorney and a statesman. He was dedicated patriot, a great administrator and loyal servant of the nation. And for his fearless approach to consolidating India's political map, he has been dubbed the Iron Man of India for establishing contemporary all India services. He is also known as patron saint of India civil services. What is the expansion of PVTG with respect to government schemes? Particularly vulnerable tribal groups, primarily vulnerable tribal groups, particularly vulnerable tribal groups, and primarily valuable tribal groups. सबसे ज़्यादा आपके PVTG ग्रुप्स हैं इज इन state of Odisha, where our president belongs to. Draupadi Murmu belongs to president. Draupadi Murmu belongs to state of Odisha, and she belongs to Santhal tribal group. Santhal tribal group. So that is called PVTG, which means particularly vulnerable tribal groups. PVTJ. So the answer will be here. Particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Finance Minister stated that Pradhan Mantri PVTJ development mission will be launched to improve socio-economic condition of the PVTJ, or 15,000 crore will be made available to implement the mission in the next 3 years under the Development Action Plan for the Scheduled Tribe, which is called ST. PARAK, which has been in news, is a regulatory body related to which field? Tourism, education, OTT platform, online gaming. C option, OTT platforms. B is the right answer. So the National Council for Education Research and Training, NCRT, has notified India's first national assessment regulator, PARAK. It will work on setting norms, standards and guidelines for students assessment and evaluation for all recognized schools boards in the country. और ये जो एजुकेशनल सॉफ्टवेयर डिवीजन है एनसीईआरटी का, दैट इज न्यू दिल्ली, विल फंक्शन एज PARAK in the initial phase and it will be extended across the country. So B is the right answer. Don't worry Riddhi, because you have given most of the question that is correct answer. 47th, India agreed to constitute task force to boost cooperation in semiconductor industry with which country? USA, Israel, Australia, Finland. Take your time and then try to solve. Either USA or Australia. So yes, right answer is USA. India and USA have agreed to constitute task force to boost cooperation in semiconductor industry, and the task force will involve India's semiconductor mission, India's Electronic Semiconductor Association and the US Semiconductor Industry Association. This was announced during the inaugural meeting of the Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technology, ICET. Well done, Riddhi. The chairman of GST Council in India is Revenue Secretary, Finance Secretary, Home Minister and Finance Minister. The chairman of GST Council, Goods and Service Tax in India, which could be the right answer. The chairman of GST Council, Revenue, Finance, Home. So D is the right answer. GST Council is an FX committee. So D is the right answer. FX committee to modify, reconcile, to make recommendation to the union and state of GST like the goods and service that may be subjected to expanded from GST model. Article 279 Clause A of the Indian Constitution empowers the President of India to constitute a joint forum of the centre and state called the GST Council. And the GST Council is chaired by the Union Finance Minister, and other members are the Union State Minister or Revenue or Finance and Minister in charge or Finance or Taxation of all of the states. Which city is the host of the first G20 Sustainable Financial Working Group meeting? Mysore, Guwahati, Shimla and Puducherry. Option A. So Guwahati first G20 Sustainable Financial Working Group meeting recently inaugurated in Guwahati, Assam. Guest delegates visit several places of importance like Kaziranga National Park, Pavitra Wildlife Sanctuary, Gudbanga Reserve Forest, Brahmaputra River Island, and Brahmaputra Heritage Center. All these sites that was located in the part of Assam. And Manas National Park that is also located in Assam. Which institution released the Digital Payments Index? Niti Aayog, Ministry of Finance, RBI, and PCI. There is the option C, RBI. And you are giving the absolute correct answer, Riddhi. Well done. So RBI, Reserve Bank of India, released the Digital Payments Index twice a year to measure the adoption of online transaction digital payments across India. As per the recent data, the digital payments registered a growth of 24.13% in a year throughout September 2022. And RBI DPI, which is called Digital Payment Index, stood at 377.46 in September 2022 against 349.3 in March 2022. So we can say that we are aware about the digital literacy in India. Which union ministry along the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment implements the Namaste scheme? Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of MSME, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Maybe see यहाँ पे apply your process of elimination. Namaste, which seems like a this way, right? We do at like once we greet to someone, तो namaste, which means that जब आप किसी कोई आपके घर आता है उस केस में आप बोलते तो obvious that ये initiative ली होगी Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, right? So that's why this is the right answer. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Namaste is a central sector scheme of the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, a joint initiative of MOSG and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So Namaste stands for National Action Plan for Mechanized Sanitation Ecosystem. And this year, Union Budget has allotted of 100 crore to the schemes. And Finance Minister announced that the government is looking to enable 100% mechanical desludging of septic tanks and sewers in all cities and towns. Next one. Which state or UT is the host of Suraj Kund International Craft Mela? Jammu and Kashmir, Haryana, Bihar, Arunachal Pradesh. Very easy. One who is residing in Delhi NCR or Delhi can easily give you the answer. Because a very famous craft mela. Suraj Kund International Craft Mela is which place? The place is in option B, Haryana. So the Haryana 36 Suraj Kund International, yeah, Haryana is the right answer, Riddhi. Neetu Maurya, option B is the right answer. Haryana 36 Suraj Kund International Craft Mela was inaugurated by Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar in Faridabad, Haryana. And for this year, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which is called SCO, is also the participating international entity, while 8 northeastern states like Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Sikkim, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura are the theme states. And the artists of these states will come together to showcase their art, handicraft and cuisines on a single platform. So that's why the answer would be here, Haryana. Moving to the next one, 55. The Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, recently found 1200-year-old idols in Nalanda in which state? Bihar, Gujarat, Punjab, and Rajasthan. So Nalanda University, that was in Bihar. So yeah, B is Gujarat. No, so the right answer would be here, Bihar. So Bihar Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, recently found 1200-year-old idols in Nalanda in Bihar, and they were, we can say, they were found from a water body close to the ancient Nalanda University during desilting of a pond. And Nalanda Mahavira is a World Heritage Site about 88 kilometers from this place, and these idols were found during desilting under Bihar government Jal Jeevan Haryali project launched to protect and conserve water and environment. Going to the next one, 57. Which tech measure has invested nearly $400 million in artificial intelligence startup Anthropic AI? Samsung, Microsoft, Meta, and Google. Option B, Microsoft. Neetu is going to be option B. Okay. See, so Google has invested nearly $400 million in artificial intelligence startups Anthropic AI, and the two companies announced a partnership that will see at AI startups use Google Cloud computing services. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei announced that they would use Google Cloud to build reliable, interpretable, and steerable AI system to create a robust AI platform. Next one. Who among the following have the power to increase the retirement age of judges of High Court and Supreme Court of India? इंडिया में किसके पास अथॉरिटी है हाई कोर्ट और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज के एज को, पावर को इंक्रीज करने की? Department of Justice, Ministry of Law and Justice, Parliamentary Standing Committee on Personal Public Grievances, Law and Justice, C. Parliament, and Supreme Court Collegium. Option A, Department of Justice, Ministry of Law and Justice. C. इसमें main power that would be vested in the hand of Parliament, right? So C would be the right answer. Yes, Supreme Court judges retire at the age of 65 years, and judges of 25 high courts in the country retire at 62 years. तो make sure जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट है हमारा, उनकी जजेस की रिटायरमेंट एज 65 ईयर्स की होती है, एंड जजेस जो होते हैं हमारे हाई कोर्ट के वो 62 ईयर्स में होते हैं. एंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 104th अमेंडमेंट बिल्स को इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया इन 2010, increase the retirement age of High Court judges to 65 years. However, it was not taken up for consideration in Parliament and lapsed with the dissolution of 15th Lok Sabha. So Parliament के पास सारी powers हैं इसमें. 59 is the E-Tried Station certification is awarded by Bureau of Indian Standards, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, Quality Council of India, none of the above. E-Tried Station. Option A. So the answer would be here, option B. The E-Tried Station certification awarded by FASAI to railway station that set benchmarks in providing safe and wholesome food to passengers. An apex food regulatory body comes under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So किस टेस्ट का पढ़ा रहे हो आदित्य? See, this one is not test Aditya. This is for the entire February month. MCQ that we are discussing. As you can see in the title, it has given the newspaper revision with MCQ February 2023. तो इंटायर फैब मंथ में जो हमने न्यूज़पेपर एनालिसिस की सेशन थी उसको हम रिवीजन करना चाह रहे हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ MCQ. 60th Ministry of Cooperation signed MOU with which ministry to enable primary agriculture credit societies function as common service centers. Because newspaper is very essential. जो आपकी current affairs के पोर्शन है वो irrespective of any exam that is asking in your exam, और current affairs के questions में बच्चे अगर आपने for which exams that I am asking that, okay, so you are asking about exams, so exam आपके इसमें for CLAT के लिए भी यूज़फुल है, ये AILET के लिए भी है, जो आपके UG एग्ज़ाम्स है उसके लिए भी यूज़फुल है इसमें, ठीक है, और CUT के लिए भी यूज़फुल, जितने भी एग्जाम्स हम जिसमें भी करंट अफेयर्स है उसके लिए भी यूज़फुल है. बिकॉज करंट अफेयर्स इज़ इज़ अ वेरी क्रूशियल पार्ट. बिकॉज स्टैटिक पोर्शन यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व, बट करंट अफेयर्स की पोर्शन इफ़ यू हैवंट सीन इट अर्लियर इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू सॉल्व इट. तो करंट अफेयर्स जहाँ भी एग्जाम में होंगे उसके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है ये, राइट. एंड बाय द वे विच एग्जाम यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर आदित्य? These CUT, yeah, CUT is frequently asked about current affairs question, right? Either C or D, yeah. So Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, let's see, देखते हैं इसमें क्या है. Yeah, Ministry of Electronics and IT. So Memorandum of Understanding MOU was signed between Ministry of Cooperation, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, NABARD, and CSE E-Governance Service India Limited. It aims to enable primary agriculture credit society parks to provide services offered by common service centers. Over 300 services will be made available to the rural population, including 13 sector crore farmers or PAC. Bind scheme, which was seen in the news, is associated with which ministry? Is Ministry of Defense, Ministry of MSME, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Ministry of Power. Option C. So the answer would be here, option Ministry of Information Broadcasting. 600 crore has been assigned for the recently announced infrastructure of bind scheme, which is called Broadcasting Infrastructure and Network Development Scheme. And this scheme has a total outlay of over 2500 crore, and this scheme aims to boost public sector broadcasting in the country and focuses on infrastructure and development of Prasar Bharati, including All India Radio and Doordarshan. Next one, 64. Which country introduced new family laws called Federal Personal Status Law? USA, UK, UAE, Australia. Only 3-4 questions are left now. USA, so UAE is the right answer. A set of new family laws refer to a federal personal status law for non-Muslims residing in the United Arab Emirates come into force, and these laws will apply to non-Muslim expatriates or foreigners living in UAE and cover various aspects of family law like marriage, divorce, child custody, inheritance, wills and paternity. And the new reforms to UAE judicial systems originate from Abu Dhabi civil family court system, which allows non-Muslim couples to divorce or marry without following the Shariat law. Which country announced India as a theme country as its 2025 International Book Fair? Sweden, Spain, Germany, Italy. So the answer would be Rajvot is live. Hello, hello Ravzot. I hope you are doing well. So, C option Germany. Spain is the right answer. So India will be invited as a theme country as the Madrid International Book Fair 2025. The ambassador of Spain to the country, Jose Maria de Ralo. Spain is the theme country at 46th International Kolkata Book Fair, which began recently. So as a part of the cultural exchange between the two countries, Spain has donated books to the 5 universities in Bengal. So इसका आंसर है स्पेन की कैपिटल क्या है यहाँ पे? मैड्रिड इज द कैपिटल ऑफ स्पेन. Next one, Vihangam web portal, which was seen in the news, is associated with which field? Digital currency, drone technology, esports, and defense. Vihangam web portal, which was seen in the news, is associated with which field? So the answer will be here, option. What is the abbreviation of Vihangam? Wait. So Vihangam basically is a drone technology, right? And see, Coal India Arms, Mahanadi Coalfields, MCL has introduced drone technology in coal mines for environmental monitoring, volume measurement, and digital mapping of mines. And the technology has been introduced through the launch of web-based portal Vihangam along the drone and ground control system. And the portal allows an authorized person to access real-time drone video from mine through a dedicated internet lease line near the mines. So the abbreviation Vihangam, there is no full form is available. So Vihangam, which means something which is to be joined. There is a Hindi word Vihangam. 67. Which country has unveiled one of the world's strictest anti-tobacco laws? बहुत अच्छी इनिशिएटिव है. And Mexico, Finland, Germany, France. So the answer would be yeah, A is the right answer. Well done. A is the right answer. Yes. Mexico has brought into force in the world's strictest anti-tobacco laws by enacting a total ban on smoking in public areas. Completely banned. And the step was first approved in 2021. It also included a ban on tobacco advertising. Several other Latin American countries have also passed legislation to create a smoke-free public space. Mexico's existing 2008 law, which creates a smoke-free space in bars, restaurants, and workplaces, is now extended to an outright ban in all public space. 68. Which are the first Indian retailer to introduce central bank digital currency? Only 3 questions are left now. Reliance Retail, Titan, Big Bazaar, Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail. First Indian retailer to introduce central bank digital currency. Aditya Birla Fashion. Reliance Retail has become the first Indian retailer to introduce CBDC, which is called central bank digital currency, also known as digital rupee. The company has piloted the use of digital rupee in 1 stores in Mumbai and is planning to make this facility available in all its stores in Mumbai within the next 3 to 4 months in accordance with RBI norms. When is the International Day for Zero Tolerance of Female Genital Mutilation observed? February is 1st, 2nd, 4th, 6th. Option B, February 2nd. So February 6th, International Day of Zero Tolerance of Female Genital Mutilation is observed February 2nd each year to raise global awareness about the issue concerning the female genital mutilation. FGM. This day was established in 2003 after the campaign against female genital mutilation officially declared zero tolerance to FGM in Africa on February 6. And here we reach to the last question. What is the name of the indigenous mobile operating system developed by IIT Madras? INDOS, BHOR OS, Madras OS, Tamil OS. So B is the right answer. So Bhar OS is an Android open source project based operating system which is developed by Jan DK Operation Private Limited. The startup is incubated at IIT Madras. Unlike Android, it does not have default Google apps or services. Bhar OS services are currently being provided to the organization that have stringent privacy and security requirement. Second questions. Who is the only living Indian to win the Grammy Award thrice? I think there are 75 questions. So Grammy Award thrice, that is called Ricky Cage. So Ricky Cage is an Indian musician and environmental activist. The Indian music composer recently won his third Grammy Award for the album Divine Tides. He is the youngest person to win the award and only the fourth Indian to achieve this feat. He recently made another history by becoming the only living Indian to win this Grammy Award thrice. Which Indian armed force is said to hold command level exercise named Pralay? Indian Army, Navy, Air Force, Indian Coast Guard. Option D, Indian Coast Guard, Indian Air Force. Indian Air Force will carry exercise Pralay involving its major air bases in Northeast, including the recently moved drone squadrons in the Northeast amid the ongoing standoff with China. And which city is the host of G20 first environmental and climate sustainability working group meeting? This is the last question of today MCQs. So Bangalore is the right answer. G20 first environment and climate sustainability working group meeting is said to be held in Bangalore. It will, the right answer Riddhi. It will focus on promotion on the blue economy along with the coastal sustainability, restoration and degraded lands and ecosystem, enhancement of biodiversity and strengthening of a circular economy. And the delegates are scheduled to visit the Kalkare Arboretum and Banagatta Biological Park in Bangalore. So this is all about the session, dear student, and I hope you enjoyed the session a lot. If you have any questions regarding the session, please let me know in the comment section, and thank you so much for joining with us. And if you are new in this channel, please subscribe the channel as well. And I made it clear each and every aspect of the MCQs so that you would be able to solve. So once you would like to revise all the current affairs news from the month of February, you can just need to look it very carefully this video again, so that it will be very helpful for you, right? So again, thank you so much for everyone. We'll meet you in the Monday session of newspaper analysis. Till then, bye bye and take care. Apna ख्याल रखें, and we'll meet you in the Monday session of daily newspaper analysis. Thank you so much. Bye bye and take care once again.